Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How are you guys? Okay, today inshallah we will start a new lesson. Lesson 3 in chapter 4, part 1, the nature of science. So, lesson 3 in part 1, nature of science, how do scientists use tools and stay safe? Okay, open with me page 183. Page 183. Okay, so tools make the scientists' work easier. So scientists use many different kinds of tools to do their work. Scientists use many different kinds of tools to do their works because tools make their works easier. Okay, what is the tool? The tool is something that used to do work. Something that used to do work. So we can do our works using different tools. Our works like what? So we have some kinds of tools to measure things. So we can use tools in measuring. Also we can use tools to stay safe. And some tools is used to make the objects look bigger. Some tools used to make objects look bigger. So the scientists use many different kinds of tools to do their works, or because the tools make their work easier. And the tool is something that is used to do work. So we can do different works using different kinds of tools. Some tools make objects look bigger, just like the hand lens. So this is a hand lens. Which make objects look bigger. This is a hand lens. We can use it to see so tiny things that we cannot see it with just our eyes, or it's difficult to see its details. So we can use hand lens. It is a tool used to make something or to make objects look bigger. This is a hand lens, a tool called hand lens. So you can use a hand lens to study insects like the bee here. We can see the details of the bee by using hand lens. So a hand lens is a tool is used to make something or to make the objects look bigger. Okay, a hand lens helps a scientist observe a bee up close. So it helps scientists to observe the bee very close. Scientists use tools also to stay safe. And the bee scientist here wears a face cover and a body cover and gloves too. So why a scientist here wears a face cover and body cover and gloves too? To stay safe. So we have some tools, we can use them to stay safe. It helps us to stay safe, and also we have different tools to measure things. And this tool, hand lens, make objects look bigger. And also we have another tool, we can use it to see so tiny objects that we cannot see it with just our eyes, like the microscope. So we use microscope to see, for example, germs. We can see germs using microscope. So we cannot see germs with just our eyes. So the microscope is another tool. We use it to see so tiny things like germs. So it helps us. So the tools make our works easier. Tools make our works easier, and also we can do our works using tools. So the tool is something that used to do work. So a tool like hand lens, what is the work it does? So it makes objects look bigger. And also scientists use some tools to stay safe, like the body cover and face cover and the gloves also. All of them are tools. What are the works they do? They keep or help us to stay safe. Okay, look at the picture of the bee here. Tell what the bee's wings look like under the hand lens. So under the hand lens we can see the wings of the bee. Okay, describe it. What can we say about the wings? They look thin, yeah? Yes, they look thin. So we can write the answer here together. So the wings look thin. So by using the hand lens we can observe that the wings of the bee look thin. Okay, the second question, use hand lens to look at this picture. Draw what you see. So if we are here, if we use a hand lens to see this picture again, so we have some plants here. What might we see other than this insect, other than the bee? We might see a ladybug, yeah? So we might see a ladybug. Let's draw it here together. We might see a ladybug. I know you can draw better than me. I'm not good in drawing. So if we use the hand lens, we might see another insect such as the beetle or the ladybug. Okay, done. Okay, we will learn more tools if we move to the second page. Okay, page 184. In page 184 we will learn more tools. Let's read the tools together. Okay, you use many different kinds of tools to learn. Some tools are used to measure, some tools help you to stay safe. Okay, so as we said, scientists use many different kinds of tools to do their work because tools help them to make their works easier, and they help them to make different kinds of work. Okay, first tool is a thermometer, and you know it. So thermometer is a tool measures temperature. So it is a tool, we use it to measure temperature, and the temperature is how hot or cold something is. So the temperature is how hot or cold something is. We can use a thermometer to measure the temperature. Okay, we have here the meter stick, and also we took it before. So the meter stick, we can use meter stick to measure how long or short something is. So we use it with large objects. We use it with large object. So we can use how long or short something is. We can measure how long or short something is by using meter stick. For large objects, just like our whiteboard in the classroom, we can measure its size with a meter stick. And its unit is in centimeter. The unit is centimeter. Okay, third tool is the ruler. So we use ruler to measure also how long something is, but for small objects. For small objects like the book, if you want to measure your box size, you can use a ruler. So the ruler is a tool to measure how long something is. And it has 2 units, centimeters or milliliters, and also centimeters or milliliter in one side, and in the other side we have inches unit. So it has 2 units, inches and centimeter or milliliter. So we can measure the size of different things, small things like book, by using ruler in 2 different units, centimeter and inches. In the upper side is inches unit. Okay. Fourth tool is safety goggles. So this glass is called safety goggles, and scientists use it to protect their eyes and to stay safe in the lab. So we should use it when we handle or we work with harmful materials. When we work with harmful materials, we should protect our eyes by wearing this safety goggles. Okay, we learned here some different tools: thermometer, meter stick, ruler and safety goggles. Let's move now. This is 184. Let's move to 185 to learn more tools that we use it in our day life. Okay, here magnet. We have magnet here. So we use magnet to see if an object is made of certain metals, because magnet attract some metals. So if we want to test this object, if it has a certain metal or no, we can use magnet, and it has two sides. So this tool called magnet. We use magnet to see if an object has made of certain metals, because it's sensitive to some metals. It attracts some metals, so we can use it to see if this object made of certain metal. Okay, another tool is a stopwatch. It's called stopwatch or timer. So this tool called a stopwatch or timer, it measures how long something takes. If it measures how long something takes, so we can use it if we want to make a work in a certain time. For example, in 30 seconds, so we can make the stopwatch for 30 seconds, and it will stop after the time is done. So this is a timer or a stopwatch. Okay, and also we have here pan balance. This tool called pan balance, and it used to measure the mass of object. So objects with lot of mass feel heavy, and objects with not a lot which don't have a lot of mass, they feel light. So this balance called pan balance used to measure how much mass an object has. Object with lot of mass feel heavy. Object with little mass feel light. Okay, and last tool here we have measuring cup. So the measuring cup, maybe your mom has it in the kitchen. So she use it in when she cook or when she bake a cake. If she wants to bake a cake, she needed to measure the volume of the milk, of the water, and of the oil. So the measuring cup used to measure volume of liquids. So measuring cup used to measure the volume of the liquid, and the volume is, we took it before, volume is how much space something takes up. How much space something takes up. For example, the volume of the milk here 100 milliliters. So the milk fill the cup until 100 milliliters. So the volume the milk has 100 milliliters of the volume. The volume of the milk, for example, the volume of the milk here is 100 milliliters. So the volume is how much space something takes up. And we can use the measuring cup to measure the volume. So the tools here in this page are the magnet, stopwatch, the balance or the pan balance, and the measuring cup. Okay, let's go back to answer some questions of the book. Okay, circle two tools that are used to measure length. How long something is. Okay, meter stick used to measure the length of large object. So circle it. The meter stick used to measure the length of large object, and also the ruler. So the ruler used to measure the length of small objects. Circle these two tools because we use them to measure the length. Okay, in page 185 we have another question here. Okay, draw one X on the tool you would use to measure time. So which tool we would use to measure time? Of course, the stopwatch. Draw X on it. So we use stopwatch to measure time, to measure how long something takes. Okay, here, till one way, people might use a measuring cup at home. So we can say, what can we answer? One way, people might use a measuring cup at home, so we can use it in cook or bake. So people might use it, so they might use it in cooking or baking. Okay, they might use it to bake or to cook. So to see or to measure the volume of some liquid materials. So they might use it to bake or cook. And that was our lesson for today. I hope all of you understood. Inshallah, we will complete tomorrow. If you have any question, you can ask me in a direct message. I am glad to help you. So we learned some tools that scientists use them to do their work. So the tools make their works easier and help them to do their works. We learned some tools, we use them to measure. Some tools we use them to measure. And also we learned some tools we use them to stay safe. Gloves, safety goggles. So we have some tools we use them to stay safe. Also we have some tools we use them to see so tiny things very clearly, like the hand lens and the microscope. So they are tools make objects look bigger. Okay, so the tool is something. The tool is something that is used to do work. So we have many different tools to do many different kinds of works. So the tool is something that is used to do work. And it was our lesson. Thank you. Inshallah, see you tomorrow to complete this lesson. Goodbye.